Welcome to a very special 50th episode of Really Playing Games, The Extinction Curse. I'm your GM, Graham, and as everybody knows, it's tradition on the 50th anniversary for the players to give the GM their gifts of gold and their anniversary gifts. So go ahead, everyone, just go ahead and get your gifts out, and we'll go through them and no, like the real gifts, the actual ones, the real ones. The real. Come on, guys, the real gifts, the real. You forgot. For, you forgot our anniversary. Oh, okay. Shows how much you really care. I understand. It's fine. I'll soldier on. I'll soldier on. It's really playing games, I guess. The Extinction Curse. I guess I'm your GM, Graham, and I guess joining me today are Brian, his Faith, the Tiefling Monk. Garrett, I guess, is Fabian, the Catfolk Rogue. Ross is Oarjisk, the Lizardfolk Swashbuckler. Ross is Marion, the Half-Elf Oracle. And then Patrick is Horatio, the Half-Elf Wizard. Yeah, so here we are in this horrible place known as the Celestial Menagerie. You have been handed the arrest warrant for Mistress Dusklight, the horrible catfolk ringmaster of this whole circus, who you escaped from to form her own. You're coming in here, and it seems like her compound is somewhat ready for you. Awaiting you at the gates were a couple of mean, nasty, roustabout bruisers with magically spiked clubs, and also the halfling ticket taker, Tuscana Sprightly, who listened to your plight, listened to you say, hey, we're coming in, whether you like it or not. You can either, stay here and suffer the same consequences as Dusklight, or you can get out of the way, and she chose inaction. I'm not going to stop you, but neither am I going to help you. These little assholes, though, are going to try to beat you up before you get in the door. You managed to knock both of them out. Both of them are unconscious at the ground at your feet. As you all go through and see the big gate, the prune thorny bushes giving way to a delicate wrought iron gate bearing the word Celestial Menagerie in large letters. A wooden sign above them decorated with winged animals reads, "The delights of Nirvana await." So, the Celestial Menagerie opens up before you.
Marion and reflecting of
Maybe
life
it
or whatever
needs
it
a
is.
healing, right?
Do need a healing, but time is of the essence.
I have my spell currently.
Yeah,
I have a minor healing potion.
For
I mean, I can also battle medicine us.
right.
Hanging up the
So now would be a good time for us to use the first two charges of this.
Yeah.
Agree.
So I'll take one of those charges. It's
Sure.
40
Do you want
times?
to-
Another one.
Yeah, and the second one is 48. So let's see, that's 16 for Faith.
Okay.
I just
Roll.
typed that whole thing. none of it went in.
Do I see an alicorn in the distance?
So, looking around
nice.
immediately upon entering here and having some of the healing magic of the vital beacon washing over you, off to your right, there is this grove. You see somewhat of an entrance, and you can spot some cages and some creatures in those cages around a little watering hole, little small pond. You know this to be the Glen of Uncommon Wonders. Straight ahead, you see the ticket booth, and leaning up against it, very nonchalantly, just kind of looking at her nails, is Toscana, the halfling ticket taker. The ticket booth is this large plywood booth is painted white and decorated with images of animal-headed angels holding streamers and musical instruments. But the ticket booth itself is closed and boarded up for the moment, seeing it as it is early in the morning, and so there's this kind of like, Wild West desperado feel of, woo, the tumbleweeds going across, and time for the showdown. And then off to your left, there is the midway. There are all kinds of games of chance, the ring toss and darts. Of course, they're all rigged. And most of these booths are closed. There is, you can kind of see through some of the tents there, a small, sniveling-looking figure kind of skulking around in there. A bit further past the midway to the northwest, you see these large kind of barn doors open with a curtain hung between them, and this big wooden building that goes and extends around the big top, which further to the north, past the ticket booth, you see the big top itself, and kind of occupying the central area of this big space.
All right.
I mean, the plan's to go here, right?
I think
Straight for the mystery building? Yeah.
That's
Although we do have the opportunity to
Free the animals?
exactly, which might and I'm not sure that these animals are necessarily just animals either. They might help, they might be able to run away and cause a distraction. Worth thinking about.
I mean, I like the idea of causing as much chaos as possible. Also, I want to free the alicorn.
Well, one thing at a time, maybe.
I mean, okay, so the longer we wait, though, the more chance she has to get away.
Right.
I don't think she's going to get away or attempt to get away or run away. Or none of that is like her.
I don't know. Slimy, sleazy.
If she runs away, she loses.
Yeah, but I
This
don't
is
put
true.
it past her not to hurt people in the meantime while we're making our way.
Fair. She's been hurting people for years.
Do we
That's
do
what
one
she
pit
did.
stop at the animals and then continue to her?
I mean, we can free the animals after. If catching
The other way to think about it is, if we take care of all of her little stupid minions first, her stupid little minions can't help her when we arrest her.
That's my main thought, but I'm still worried about her finding some way out.
Well,
We'll vote. Well, there's 5 of us. Go straight after her, or clear out people first. I vote for go after her.
I vote just to go to the animals first and then go after her.
Okay?
I agree with Marion. I didn't know that was a choice, but that's what I'm voting for.
I agree with Awarshisk.
Horatio is the deciding vote.
Well, I think we should deal with all the minions, so I guess I'm going to go with my brother.
Okay, animals first.
Alrighty. Democratic, the way of the Circus of Wayward Wonders. A much more progressive view than the Celestial Menagerie.
This is why the Celestial Menagerie sucks.
So were we noisy enough in the fight that I wouldn't be able to try to stealth at all? Or okay, we're just going in.
Uh,
I thought we were in a hurry.
There was definitely some noise from
I
the
guess that's
preceding
true.
fight,
Stealth is like-
but after the vote kind of coming in. Also, it's fairly wide and open. I mean, there is this 20-foot opening there, and it opens up to this glen. So as you all approach the Glen of Uncommon Wonders, you see several figures around in cages, and you also see a figure not in a cage that you recognize. And seeing before you, you come upon a satyr who you know to be named Adravalo. And as you approach, you hear him say, "Behold, the Glen of Uncommon Wonders." A sonorous voice bellows. A blonde satyr rises from a wooden stool at the base of a willow tree. He pushes the willow's fronds back in a dramatic gesture, giving the impression of an actor stepping from behind a curtain and onto a stage. "Feast your eyes on our celestial sights. Converse with the winged keeper of wisdom, the talking Pegasus. Admire the sylvan beauty, our delightful dryad.
Fast forward through this agile.
Cower in fear from caged ferocity, the savage manticore." The satyr grins and waves his set of panpipes with a flourish. "Or perhaps your patrons of more refined taste. In that case, allow this mischievous piper to serenade you." Adravalo begins to play on his pipes. What do you all do?
What do we know about this person generally?
Well, you know that Adravalo is definitely in the inner circle of Mistress Dusklight.
Okay.
And you know that he is a charmer, both metaphorically and literally, keeping these creatures caged for the delight of the people who would come here to the Celestial Menagerie and gawk at these different creatures, caged in cages that are probably too small for them. You know that he has this boisterous act, but he's pretty jaded. He's pretty... he's been around for a long time, been in the business for many, many, many years, and so, is just kind of non-phased by really anything at this point. You know that what he's just said and what he's just done has been an act, 110%. But he is now playing his satyr pipes for you.
You can do your spiel if you want to, Horatio, but I'm going to go in.
I'm going to plug my ears. This asshole probably has magic.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, here's
I'm
what's
gonna plug my
happening.
ears.
We're arresting Dusklight. We're gonna arrest you if you get in our way. The Celestial Menagerie is over. One way of putting it is it's time to pay the piper.
Ah, that's a good one. So you don't want to hear my song?
We've heard it plenty of times before.
Ah, it's a real good one.
So, you're gonna set these things free, and we're going to go. All right? Cool.
Ah, Marion. You know as well as I do that I can't do that. No, not when the trouble we've gone through to acquire these fine specimens.
I'm going to charge in. I'm going to roll initiative, if that's okay with you.
So, Oar's just angry on the warpath, charges toward Adravalo. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna try to keep up. Let's see how.
All right.
If you want to say a last, if you had an opening prepared, you can go ahead.
Nope.
I don't want him to
Oh wait, this is different.
He's clearly not going to do anything we want him to do. It can only get worse the more he talks.
Aha! Let me go before Marion.
Initiative.
I can't help but wonder if he would have just laid down once Dusklight was out of the way for actual. Oh well, here we go.
Doesn't really seem like he was gonna lay down.
Well, here we
You
go.
never know.
Alrighty, so Andravalo tries to cavort, tries to talk a little bit and try to schmooze with the members of the Circus of Wayward Wonders, but seeing the cruelty that has continued all these years, knowing the history of what has gone on in this glen, seeing these creatures, apparently to the north, some kind of dryad with a weak sapling in a pot, trying to keep it alive, looking at you with wary eyes. You see this winged horse creature in a cramped cage across the way, and this horrible, savage-looking, spiky, winged beast in the other. You make the
And
charge.
maybe we don't
Archus.
release that one.
Yeah, probably not.
He's gonna release it, and it's gonna eat us.
Right.
Ratio, you are first to act as you see Oartius just fuck it. Launch at Adravalo.
Weasel.
I'm gonna look at my prepared spells. Boy. Is it worth my one casting of haste? We're all right here. I'm going to first figure out how far away from him I am. I think I'm more than... Yeah, okay. Well, that changes that. What is the range on Daze? 60 feet. Okay. I will cast Daze on him.
Alrighty. You go to Daze Adravalo, the spell. He will... Oh, not save. Take 13 points of mental damage. Like, was about to go on monologuing, but you're like, no, you don't. And it causes him to stagger a little bit. So we're playing that game, are we? Anything else, Ratio?
And then I'm going to move up to here.
All right.
And that is my turn.
Oarjisk, ready to go. What do you do?
I'm going to move forward, as I usually do. I guess to here, because that's as far as I can get on my first move. So I don't have panache. And then I'm going to take a second move to get up to here, I guess. So... I guess I'm, like, metagaming slightly. Do I know if his pipes are magical or not? Like, having been with him, do I know that he uses them as an implement to, like, charm people?
Yep.
Can I? Is there a way
certainly
that I
do.
can... What is it? A thievery check to try to take it off of him? Is that something you can do?
You could
That'd
disarm
be
him.
disarm.
Oh, it's
But you have to critically
Disarm.
succeed.
Disarm.
Oof.
Ah.
You have to do it. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, to pickpocket somebody of something that they're holding, it takes very, very high thievery.
Oof. And I'm not... I'm only trained in thievery.
You have to be at least trained in athletics to do a disarm, which I think you are. So
This is disarm. You try to knock. Attempt an athletics against a reflex. Oh, how do I... His reflex is probably pretty good. I'm gonna try it. It's the problem is I only have one chance
if you had
because
one
I
shot,
only have
to knock the
one action
satyr's
left.
pipes out of his hand,
Well, the other thing
you
is,
go for it.
have you taken 2 actions?
Yeah, I've
To
moved
get here?
twice. I've
So
had-
even if you knock it out of his hands, he can just pick it right back up. I guess
Oh.
Fabian goes next.
Fair enough.
I take that back.
Okay, we'll try. We're gonna go for it.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
the
no.
opposite of what you want.
Let me
you
hero
can
point
do
that.
hero point that if you like.
Why not? Nah.
Hey, not a 1. So against his reflex DC though,
Is it still critical failure?
that's still a critical failure.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
You lose your balance and become flat-footed until the start of your next turn. So you go to knock the pipes out of the satyr's hand, but he is too quick for you. Even with his age, he's surprisingly spry and able to, move with surprising speed. He whisks them out of the way and kind of like uses a hooved foot to just kind of push on you a little bit. No, that's not the way, or that's not the way we do things around here. And you are flat-footed, unfortunately. So moving on to Fabian.
Okay, well, I will use my first action to get to here. Use my second action to get to here. I'll say, yes, let me remind you of, or I remember how they do things around here. I'll show you. And I will go for a non-lethal blow, minus 2
That is probably
from
what they
the
do.
attack.
Oh no!
I won't hero point that.
Whoosh.
He's a spry fellow.
Uh-huh. He ducks underneath and he catches your rapier with his horn. It's kind of like ching, sends it flipping off and kind of like almost makes you lose your balance.
Okay, that's my turn. Sorry.
I didn't do anything either, so
All right.
also
Uh,
critically failed.
It is Adravalo's turn.
Thought I could start for this.
He is going to... Look at the cat folk and lizard folk approach. Say, let's make this game a little more fun, shall we? And then goes to dance back. He's going to do a step back. Just a little hop with his little satyr feet. And then he's going to stride here. And then he has to do a third stride to get right next to the cage.
Yep.
And you see this key ring swing from his belt, kind of like a dramatic. He makes the key ring swing to show it off a little bit, and heads
Of course
over
they're
there.
locked. Yeah.
So, Faith.
So far away. Okay. I'm gonna use my first 2 actions to move 85 to here. So close. 5 feet away.
Just a little bit like running across there.
And I guess I will just move to this. Continue moving to get all the way to the end.
Sure.
Only I was faster. Only somebody had hasted me.
Haste. Does haste make you faster?
Marion.
I
think it lets you take
I'd-
an extra.
I'd have an
It,
extra
it would
action.
give him an extra stride action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Faith, as you approach, you see this horrible creature in there. This amalgamation of lion, dragon, and human. Tail festooned with large quills, and you see these wicked wings roaring
Actually-
at the cage.
I'm gonna move to here
Sure.
so that I can push him into the cage once it's open.
Marion, on to you now.
Well, crap. He is so far away, I can't really do much.
Yep. I'm once again have to use 2 movements to catch up to him.
I am striding twice to here, and I'm going to shoot him, or try to shoot him once.
All right, go for it.
Hey,
He lands somewhere far away in the woods.
cool.
All right, back to Horatio.
I wish I had thievery. I don't have thievery, do I? I don't think so. I think I took the other two dexterity-based skills. Let me look at that. I definitely don't have thieves' tools, even if I have thievery. There is like a world, a version of this encounter where I have Locke, and we just laugh at him. I would have had to like dash behind him to even be able to do it, but I prepared it yesterday. That doesn't help us today. What do I have? I could hit him in the face with a magic missile. No. That's the opposite of what we want. Well, this looks like it might get bad. So I'm gonna move here, and I will cast haste on Oarshisk.
Alrighty.
You
Arshis,
quickened.
You feel real fast.
Fast and heroic.
Oh, that's true.
You begin vibrating with energy.
Quicken, use an extra action for strike or stride actions.
Mm-hmm.
So I realize I can't steal things in combat, unfortunately. So there can be no stealing of keys.
I mean, you could disarm the keys. He's holding them.
Yeah, I suppose so.
You could grapple him. He'd have to make a flat check to use the keys.
35, so that's one movement. Do I declare that I used my extra move just then? Or does it have to be like in a specific order?
No, you can go ahead and use your quicken action first.
So I'm going to come around to there.
Alrighty.
With,
zoom.
so, and I have
Two
two
actions
actions left.
Yep.
We're gonna go for a trip. Something a little bit easier.
Against its reflex DC. Alrighty. You go to swipe
critical
out
failure,
the
isn't
leg.
it?
It's not a critical failure, just Adravallo still is a little quick, just bounding back and forth on the satyr legs. One action left.
That's an attack action too, so I have to.
Was.
I'm gonna try again.
Alright.
What? Minus 4.
5.
Or do I have that? What did I take?
Unless you have some kind of feat.
I did take it. Yep.
Oh.
I have agile maneuvers.
Nice.
Ooh.
So minus
And
4.
minus 4.
Nope. That's a critical failure though, isn't it?
Wow.
An 18 is not. Did my math wrong last time? I might have done my math wrong the last time on the critical failure. I did. So that not
The
that it
22
matters. The
is
22 was not a critical failure. So
Okay.
the 18 is also not a critical failure.
Okay, so
Numbers.
that's all 4 of my actions then.
All right, you go trying to go back and forth, trying to trip the satyr before he does what he's going to do. Fabian, what do you do?
This isn't. So it would take me all of my actions just to get over there. Is that a dryad in this cage up here? What do we know about her? Was she around when we traveled with this circus?
Let's see. Probably, like, recently arrived when you guys left. There was like word, oh, we're bringing in a dryad. We're gonna keep her tree in a pot so that, she can stay alive. And we'll just keep the tree, in there. That's one of the long list of grievances that probably prompted this list, the Wayward Wonders folks to leave. So you don't really know anything about her, because she was very recently added to this glen when you all left.
Okay. I will use my first action to get over to her. I assume the gate's somewhere around there, and I'm gonna try to talk to her and say that, we're here to free you. If I release you, will you help us, in this battle? I promise you we'll get your tree away from this place in some secluded grove where you won't be disturbed again. And then...
So, you run over quickly. We'll say it's like an action to kind of, say, we're going to release you, and, do all that stuff. The dryad just kind of looks at you and looks back and forth, somewhat confused and worried, and doesn't really respond.
It's a shame. Well, for a final action, I'll get out my thieves' tools, just in case, so that next turn I can start opening up cages.
Alright, you come there.
Make some chaos for him, even if he's going to be difficult.
Across the way, Adravalo spots you doing this, Fabian. And he kind of laughs as he sees Faith and Oartius go around there, and he says, "She's not going to work, Fabian. She doesn't understand you. But I think you all understand this." So he does get his keys out,
She speaks
Which
so
is a manipulate
which is a
action.
manipulate action.
So I'm gonna try. I still haven't gotten panache yet. This encounter, despite 4 rolls attempting to. I've yet to roll above a 4. Yep, still yet to roll above. Oh no, I rolled a 5 this time. Ooh.
Adravalo winces to one side as you kind of swipe forward with your claw. Too slow, my friend. Very dramatically sticks the key in the lock, turns it. There's a.
It is a 23 if that matters, actually.
23 still will miss, unfortunately. Okay. He will do that, and then, let's see. So, get out the keys, unlock. There's a loud click of the lock there. You see the creature, the manticore within, start to roar and scream and yell and begin charging the gate.
Unideal.
So with his third action, Adravalo will...
Wait, isn't it one to get the key out, one to
unlock.
unlock, and then one to open?
He did not open it.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do that.
So, third action, he's going to... you know what? He's gonna move, is what he's gonna do. He's going to dance around the both of you, heading over yonder. Alright. Faith.
So, the gate is unlocked but not open.
Correct.
Did he? Is it like a padlock? Did he take the padlock with him?
Turn the key and opened the lock. The padlock is still on there, kind of like hanging off the door a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna lock the gate.
It requires the key to do so. The key manipulates and seals the lock mechanism, so you do have to have the key to lock it.
Not on any padlock I've ever seen.
In old fantasy padlocks, you do.
Maybe it's
That
just a
sounds
lock
like
stock.
complete bullshit.
It is.
Fine. I'm gonna move over here then and punch this guy.
That's also an option.
I'm gonna flurry on him. Oh, God. I can't roll high either.
Nimble, nimble, nimble.
Nope.
Oh, 6. You beat. That's the highest so far.
Yeah, let's see if I can get a 7.
We are cursed tonight.
It's sad when I'm the
5.
only one who's done damage.
Adravallo
This is not good.
dances through your punches as the Pegasus-looking creature looks on forlornly. Then on to Marion.
I'm going to move to here. There we go. And I'm going to try to cast Impending Doom on him.
Impending doom.
The sheer amount of text causes 27 mental damage.
Ball of text attack. Slams past you. Alright, Adravallo attempts a will save. And fails. Is not doing great against the Colder Brothers and their spell attacks. So, yeah, no.
All right, so he is immediately flat-footed. On the second round, they become frightened too, and on the third round, they also become stunned. And then at the end of the third round, they take full damage.
Wow. So Adravallo, long-time member of the Celestial Menagerie, seen it all, begins to see time's creeping up for you, old man. Your days are numbered. As the ghostly visage of Marion comes forward in this haunting half-elf, Adravallo stares and eyes begin to go wide and his teeth begin to chatter. As things going to get progressively worse for him. That was Marion Horatio.
Just a minute. I'm reading a spell.
Spells galore.
Okay. I'm going to hoist the staff into the air. I'm going to cast Illusory Creature to create an image of a cow. What is
Over
the
here.
range on this spell? 500 feet. I'm going to create the image of a cow
Over there.
right here on the other side of this cage.
Okay. Let me get cow.
Cow, goat. Goat might be better.
A white goat.
Aren't manticores
let's-
part goat?
Oh, that's true, they are. Okay, we'll go with calf.
Calf.
Yeah, they may take umbrage with goat.
Can it make sounds or is it silent?
Let's see. The image can't speak. Let's see. It generates the appropriate sounds, smells, and feels believable to the touch. I don't think I even bothered to put this in my spells because why the hell would I? Why would I ever cast this? Let's see. So you create an illusory image of a larger, smaller creature. It generates the appropriate sound, smells, and feels believable to the touch. If you and the image are ever farther than 500 feet apart, the spell ends. The image can't speak. It's a cow. You can use your actions to speak through the creature with a spell disguising your voice as appropriate. I might need to attempt a deception or performance check. In combat, the illusion can use 2 actions per turn. which it uses when I sustain the spell. This is a sustained spell. I can attack with it. It's a cow. It's not going to do that. It can cause damage. Any creature that touches the image or uses the seek action to examine it can attempt to disbelieve my illusion, which is a will save against my spell DC. When a creature disbelieves the illusion, it recovers from half the damage it had taken. That's not going to happen. It's a cow. There's a cow.
I assume it's
Okay.
bleating or something. Lowing.
So let's see here. All right, you hold your staff aloft and suddenly summoning forth a calf from the ether that begins to move pathetically over behind the cage.
If this creature has like life sense or something,
Let's see.
Off. Staff. Let's see, so that's a second level spell. Okay, so that's two staff points. 2 charges. And then I'm going to stride.
No, wait, I was thinking about chimeras with the goat. That's what it was.
Yeah, Manticore is...
Actually, I want to recall knowledge with Arcana. This looks strangely beast-like.
All right. So Horatio. Okay. You indeed have heard of the dreaded Manticore. It is so it's this anthropomorphic face. There's this leonine body, this sharp tail and wings. It seems like it would be intelligent, but they are killers. They are absolutely vicious, voracious killers. They do speak. They are creatures that do have some modicum of intelligence. So you know that, but usually they're after trying to kill other things. There are people who do attempt to tame them and ride them, but it has to be appeased often. You know that they like to take corpses of its prey as trophies, and they usually live in wilderness far from humanoids, but they've been spotted in all different kinds of terrain. So this one looks particularly angry because it's been caged up for a long time, so it is just raring to rip and tear and kill whatever it can. So that is what
it would be most angry at the person who imprisoned it, because it has a modicum of intelligence.
So, Horatio, go ahead and your choice to make either a deception or performance check for me.
Well, that's easy. Choice. I'm going to choose the one I'm trained in, which is deception. I'm really glad I learned summon cow, guys.
You shouldn't say that. It's intelligent.
All right. So the calf appears suddenly. You can see the Manticore kind of pacing in there, kind of sniff. It looks to the side and notices the calf. The first thing it's going to do on its turn is use an action to bust down the gate, bust the gate open. And then with its second action, it is going to... it's going to move out to here, just bursting through the cage, coming out there. And the first thing it does is launch spikes from its tail. Just as the same momentum carries it out through the cage, the tail whips out and spikes fly from 2 directions. They're going to fly at Adravalo and at Owarshisk. So, Oh, can it do that? You might be too far away from each other. You are. So, it has to continue. If it's launching out this way, I think it's going to strike Adravalo and Faith in, because the targets have to be within 20 feet of each other. So, 2 spikes come out toward Faith and Adravalo. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So Spike at Adravalo first. Ooh. Oh.
Crit?
No, but it will definitely hit. Adravalo does take a spike grazing through his side. Not too bad on the damage. And then against Faith, Spike. That's a 26 to hit you, Faith.
That will miss.
All right. You dodge and see the spike goes off into the woods. So you see the Manticore at this point is looking back over. It keeps like being distracted by the calf, but doesn't seem utterly convinced. Awarshusk, on to you.
Oof. Crap.
I mean, we wanted to free the animals.
Not this one. The problem is, I could just try to distract the Manticore while we all deal with it, but Adravalo is really obnoxious.
Maybe it will leave once we knock out Adravalo.
Move.
Maybe if we maybe if we knock out Adravalo, it will eat him and leave, which I would personally be okay with.
Maybe.
He deserves to be eaten by
desserts.
his Manticore.
Another trip. It's flat-footed this time, but doesn't affect his reflex DC, I don't think. No.
I roll a 6 this time? 4. No, I rolled a 4 this time.
Oh, getting there. Getting there. So, unfortunately, that will not beat his reflex DC still. Still kind of capers to the side, even though he's a little scared and freaked out by Marion now.
I'm gonna try to tumble through, I guess.
Okay.
Can I tumble back through the same space that I'm already in? I don't know.
Sure. You can tumble around him, just kind of like trying to bamboozle him.
Yeah.
A 27
I rolled an 8 this time.
against his reflex DC
Is it
will succeed. You did need to roll
Yay!
an 8 or higher. So you do indeed gain panache by after this frustrating experience with a Manticore behind you. You just gonna like watch what I can do. And Adravalo, well done, Awarshusk. And your haste is still so.
I'm gonna try a grapple. Athletics
Okay.
against fortitude. Let's see how this
Oh,
goes.
it's fortitude, you see. All right.
I still have heroism and I have agile, so it's only -3, right?
Net effect, yeah.
But you also succeeded with the tumble through, so you have panache.
Mm.
So I also
So-
get a +1 anyway.
Yeah,
right?
net -2.
33 is a success. So you do successfully grab on to Adravalo. And kind of bamboozle him to the side, and then one claw latches onto him. Now this is where we're getting interesting.
That's
he
why-
is grappled.
4 actions, I think.
Fabian.
Okay, let me.
Have your thieves' tools out near the Dryad's cave.
I do. You know what? I am gonna try and pick the lock on it. I'm gonna try and
Okay.
rear. She might help us. She might not. Hard to know.
A 23 just there, but then something slips with the pick at the very last second, and this first attempt is not successful.
Do I take any penalty for trying again?
No. At the moment.
Oh. I'll try again. Oh, this is not working well.
No, not.
It's the difficulties of combat. Well,
the Dryad's kind of looking at you and says a few words. Do you speak Sylvan?
I do not, so we can't really understand each other, can we?
Yeah,
but I try to give her a sympathetic look. I'll try one more time. What have my rolls been? Terrible. Really, really bad. I'm good at this, guys.
Roll 20,
I
hates
swear.
you. Roll 20, hates you.
Oh my god.
Roll
So
20,
I don't
hates
accomplish
you.
anything. I didn't roll above a 5. Oh, 3 times in a row.
You hear
That's
the
terrible.
Manticore spikes hit against the cage over here, and that kind of distracts you as you're trying to like like smiles, thumbs up to the Dryad, and you're like, oh, trying to
I can barely do
unlock
it.
the lock.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I
to no
thought that
effect.
she might be beneficial for us, but we'll see how this goes.
Okay, so we're on to Adravalo. He's kind of scared. So,
I mean, he's frightened too, right? Because of the spell? It's
Well,
the second round?
it's
Or does that happen on Marion's
it's his
round?
first round, so I'm gonna mark it off of Marion, so that'll be like a full round. So it started with Marion's turn. He'll go to the next stage. He is
Grappled, or grabbed, I guess.
He's grappled and flat-footed. I think. I think he's going to look toward you, Oarshisk, and kind of play a short little jaunt on the panpipes, not a full tune, but just a to kind of activate a bit of magic and honey to his words and say, I really think you should get away from the Manticore, Oarshisk. So I would like you to make a will save for me, Oarshisk.
Does that require manipulate?
Is that a spell?
It is a spell.
Does it have somatic or material components?
It has somatic components. He does have to make, though he's grappled, he has to make the
He
flat
has to make
check
a
to try and do
DC5
that.
flat check.
That's right. No, he does not.
Eat it.
He starts to play on his pipes, but you shake him around a little bit. And he starts to, I think you should, and kind of rattle and slam him up against the cage a little bit.
I know what he's about.
Don't you also get an attack of opportunity?
I do, right? Do I get that?
Yeah, because he was trying to cast a spell, yeah.
So maybe this is part of me. Watch me critically succeed on this too.
Yeah, just got him.
No.
23.
Oh, but it's plus
flat
1, 24 because of the heroism.
Or even flat-footed 24 would still not be enough. So he does kind of dodge. You almost hit him like in the neck with the claws going into the cage. So he tries to do his first two actions to do that and doesn't succeed. So... oh, there's a weird thing about this one in that. Hang on, I got this. I can do this. I totally can do this. I think. Double check on this rule, because it has some special things to it. Okay. Alright, for his third action... he needs... Fuck it, no, he just needs to get out of this. We need to not be in this situation. So he is going to attempt an escape. So...
Which escape?
We're gonna try an athletics check. So Adderval has some beef to him, surprisingly. So I think it's against your athletics DC.
Or no, right? It's against fortitude or something.
To escape, it's against athletics DC.
Oh, is it athletics versus athletics?
Yes. You can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check. This is typically the athletics DC of a creature grabbing you. And you can do an attack roll, the acrobatics check, or athletics check against that.
So my athletics DC is my athletics.
Your athletics
plus
DC.
10?
Yeah.
So your
28.
athletics bonus plus 10, yeah.
28.
28. Okay. He attempts.
Does the heroism factor into that?
It
Yeah,
ought
I'm not-
to.
Oh, does it?
If it's a skill,
But it's
heroism
not a
boots-
roll.
right? But
It's your
if heroism gives you a +1 bonus to your skills, it would give you a +1 bonus to your
So it's
athletics
29?
DC.
Right, DC,
He rolled a
these
29.
skill
didn't
DCs
he?
do take the bonuses into account.
I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter. He rolled a natural 20.
Oh no!
Addervallo, in a sudden kind of panicked fear, he just kind of like throws up both of his hands suddenly, and as part of that critical success, he can stride up to 5 feet. So he will do that, and I think probably just move over to here as he breaks the grapple. Okay, so that was the end of Addervallo's turn. He's still flat-footed for the time being. Faith.
I'm gonna flurry on him. I'm gonna try to do some punching. Gonna
Alright.
be non-lethal if
Do some
ever hit.
punching. 21 doesn't hit even when he's flat-footed. 15 also doesn't.
Okay. Nope. I rolled a 12 that time. But I get a -8, so. For my last action, I'm gonna try to talk to the Pegasus, because I heard that the Pegasus can speak.
Sure, you kind of punch. Fuck this. Hey, what's going on? What's up?
I tell the Pegasus that we're here to arrest Mistress Dusklight, and we're freeing all the animals. And as you can see, it's not going that great, but we're really trying.
The Pegasus responds, "Ah, well, those who set their sights high achieve wondrous goals." And tries to put on this very air of high, lofty, inspirational, but you can kind of tell he's phoning it in. This Pegasus is trapped in a cage that's far too small. The wings are kind of cramped up against there, but it's like, this is my line. This is what I'm supposed to say here. So he's a little bit befuddled by all of this. So we'll say that's your action to communicate with Miss Dancer Faith. So we'll move on to Marion. Stage 2, he's no longer flat-footed, but he is frightened too, yes?
I think they.
Are they cumulative?
I think they're cumulative.
Oh my god! I think it's at the end of the start of celebrations. Okay, the creature is immediately flat-footed. On the second
Yeah,
line,
there's
it
no-
becomes frightened too.
yeah. It
Well,
normally
finally, I'll throw out.
since it's a duration
Stunned.
spell, right?
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
the duration is set to 3 rounds.
So on
Alright.
that third line, finally on the third round, it also becomes stunned. It also makes me think
Oh,
it is.
yeah. Alright, so
Yeah.
flat-footed and frightened too.
Draw my +1 mace. I'm going to stride.
Beat the shit out of this.
I'm gonna whack him in the face.
Yes.
You go with a big mace and whack Addervallo right in the face.
That may not work.
For damage?
I'm checking the flat check DC.
Uh-oh. For your curse.
Minor curse. DC 4 flat check. It just barely works.
Yay! 4 bludgeoning damage. Bonk. You give it a nasty bonk to Adravalo's head.
Cool.
He's just almost like, why? Why'd you do this to me? Horatio.
I'm about to get some ouch.
Because your stick is really, really obnoxious.
Okay. My turns take forever because spells.
Spells. That's why I try to avoid
Magic.
spells.
He's flat-footed and frightened.
That's correct.
Yep. So that AC is -4 right now.
And his reflex save was kind of. I mean, I guess. Well, okay, that's not an attack roll anyway. It's a reflex save. Do we even have any attack roll spells? Not prepared. Yeah, let's just hit this asshole with some lightning.
Lightning.
The flat-footed doesn't help, but
Frightening.
Out of the sky comes a sudden bolt of lightning.
Okay, makes a reflex save with a -2 penalty, Adravalo. Because of the Frighten 2,
It's a success.
he will fail.
Yeah.
So 21 points of lightning damage. He gets shocked by that. Still puttering around though.
And then I'm going to sustain the cow.
Okay.
And I'm going to have it move.
Move.
You're gonna sustain cow.
I sustain cow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm going to have it move right here. Right here.
Oh my god.
Alright. Juicy calf goes up right
I
next to
don't
the
really have
Manticore.
anything else helpful to do with my third action, so maybe this time it'll get interested.
Alright.
In the cow.
This cow is approaching this manticore like my cat approaches me for food.
Let's see. So, let me see. So disbelieving an illusion.
He has to touch it to disbelieve the illusion.
Touch it. Okay. So he's definitely going to see the calf walk up to him, turn, and go to claw out at it as an action. So I think like its natural action is just going to be first action to attack it.
Attack first, ask questions later.
Yes, for sure.
Ask questions never.
Okay, here we go. It's perception check versus what's your spell DC?
26.
26.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Okay.
perception check, not a will save. That's
It continues to attack and tear into the calf.
Eat it!
Uh,
Eat the cow!
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it necessarily will get another chance to disbelieve this round. Yeah, I'm gonna say just this round, the Manticore just full-on jaws, claws. That's a full attack trying to tear into this calf. I don't know if you kind of make it react or.
Yeah, it can't talk.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
But it can make sounds. It could sound, smell,
Yeah,
and feel, right?
smells.
Okay, so it's kind of like reacting, but maybe not as a real life calf being devoured would react.
Yeah, and it's a mental effect. So since it hasn't disbelieved, in its brain, it's tearing. It thinks it's tearing a cow apart.
Okay, so for right now, the Manticore is distracted by the calf. Arshisk, on to you.
Probably a good time to move.
I'm gonna move here around.
All right.
I'm gonna try to grab him again.
Okay.
Um,
-2 to its
so grapple, athletics,
Fortitude DC. -2 in this case. So.
plus.
So is that a 25, or are there any bonuses on that?
I included my bonuses.
Oh.
It needed.
Even with the -2, a 25 doesn't quite do it. He's kind of acting more erratically than now that he's just really afraid. So you can't quite get a secure hold on him again.
But doesn't he have -4?
It's
The flat-footed doesn't affect anything but his AC.
Right, that.
Oh, fair enough. You got it. You're right. I just wish I could roll above, like... I rolled that 1-8, but...
Roll 20 hates you.
I'm gonna try again, I guess. +1 from Panache, +1 from Heroism, +1 from Agile, so -2, effectively.
Hey, there you go. Grabbing on like you son of a bitch. You do critically grab
So he's
Adravala.
restrained.
Where'd he go? Athletics.
No magic for you.
Oh, jeez. It's restrained. Oh, no. You grab him tight as he just is really afraid now.
So I have one more action. I'm gonna attempt a shove.
No, trip.
A trip.
If you shove him, you would break the.
Yeah, if you shove him,
Can I
break your wrist.
follow? Don't I follow with him though?
On a shove?
Well, if you trip him, he's restrained and prone.
Right.
Oh wait, that's 5th edition rules. But it would be an action to stand up versus...
Wait a minute. Shove. You push your target, you can stride after it. So I think you stay within his grasp if you want. So, yeah, I could say when you grapple someone, you can shove, which is basically just bull rushing them forward.
My idea with shoving is that you are going with them, and that is why you travel in the 5 feet.
As part of shove, you do move with them. You can choose to move with them. So
right. But if I critically fail, then I fall prone, then I can kip up. So yeah, why not? We're gonna try to shove him
okay, it's
right
another
in front of the Manticore if possible.
another attack action. I love this, but it's another attack action.
Yeah, I know. So it's gonna be a athletics against fortitude. So it's athletics.
Rain.
So it's -8 because it's agile. -6.
Oh my god. Yep. Even if you weren't frightened, that is a success. So you can push him 5 feet toward the Manticore. So this is terrifying. He's seeing these visions of doom and dread from Marion getting worse and worse and worse. Then suddenly you come behind him, grab him fully around, and then bull rush him into the Manticore, going after the calf. Adraval is trying to wriggle free, but cannot after Oarshisk's death grip. Damn.
It's my turn.
That's scary.
Here's breakfast.
Fabian.
Okay. Kind of far now and close to the Manticore. So, as tempting as it is to punch him, to go over there and do something, I guess I will... You focus on what I was doing, even if it is in vain.
Okay, here we go. I got this.
Surely I can roll above a 5
Surely.
this turn. Surely. Oh my god, what is that?
Is that like a 2? It is a 2.
Oh, my frustration is outrageous.
Okay,
Okay.
you rolled a 7.
25. There's a click. I'm like, okay. We're getting there. We're about a third of the way there on this lock. All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just do that 2 more times.
Just 2 more times and we got this.
Ugh. Well, you guys seem to be handling things okay. I can.
No.
Shit, did not quite got it. Okay, so we got one. We got
Okay,
one of these 3
I'll give up on
tumblers.
this.
Making a little bit of progress. The dryad kind of
Okay.
cocks her head to the side, and there's a little bit of why does this take me so long?
I promise.
So
I'm really good at this.
Adravalo. Oh God. This is not good. Yikes. Has to try to escape.
Critical failure.
Yeah, so I guess your athletics DC, and he's taking the
29.
Okay, he's taking the -2 to his athletics check. Ooh.
Graham, did you roll another 20?
No, this time I only rolled an 18. So it's even with -2 from being frightened 2, it's a 32. So does manage to wriggle out enough to release the grab and is no longer restrained. So does that action.
No.
Jeez. Is probably gonna move this way. He's going to step and then stride this way.
Go Herzeo.
Yep, so kind of like and sees the thing there and kind of like goes running toward you, Horatio. Faith, onto you.
I'm gonna try to jump over the lake, so that's 10 feet to stride, and then
Well, it's part of a long jump, right? Don't you make the...
yeah.
Oh, no, but it's the previous... Oh, it's 2 actions to long
So
jump.
it's 2 actions, so it's a DC 20 athletics check. Haha, I made it
You're
by
good. Hop over the little pond.
It was a big jump. I feel real that
You made a big
not a
jump.
hop. I made a big jump. I made a big jump, and I'm gonna see if I actually hit this guy. So I'm gonna try to flurry once more.
Flying through the air. First punch does not land. You follow it with the kick. That kick will hit for 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Whap! Finally land a solid kick.
And he has to
on
make a
Apollo.
fort save.
Alrighty. So, fortitude, 31.
That will save.
Even with the fighting penalty. Alright. Well, it's not going to matter much because at the start of Marion's turn, he's going to be stunned 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also take a lot of damage.
No, that's next turn, right?
It's
No,
at the
no.
end of my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Alright. So, this is coming up on the big whammy.
Yeah, I'm gonna stride twice. I'm gonna bonk him again. It's gonna miss. But that's the end of my turn. So now he takes. I have to scroll back up.
27 mental damage. So
27 mental damage.
he is just absolutely bell rung, staggering on his feet as he is frightened, and that's when the spell ends.
The spell is over. Yes.
So he's no longer flat-footed.
No longer flat-footed or frightened.
And I think at the end of his last turn, well, I guess the frightened condition is like this.
Oh wait, no.
Duration, or does the frightened goes away like one at a time? I think.
Right.
My understanding of this spell is that you have something that happens at the start of the round, and you have this last effect which happens at the end of a round. So far, you've been marking the start of the round.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the
so
status
it's-
effects would.
So I would imagine the damage would happen right before Marion's turn, because that would be the end of the
I think that's
round.
right. I think that's
That's
right.
a fair point. So we'll say. We'll
So
say
he starts
all
being stunned now, but he doesn't
stunned-
take the damage until the end of the previous turn.
Right,
Yeah.
right. There's a reason this is in the advanced player's guide.
advanced rules for this spell.
Yes.
I'm thinking the frightened works like normal frightened,
Probably, right?
right? 'Cause
Right,
it's
but
part
the
of
spell isn't over yet.
So he's frightened 1
Right.
right now.
So he's still frightened.
one.
Frightened. Okay.
Oh, you're thinking
Yeah,
that it continues
there's nothing in-
through the spell?
There is
Well,
nothing in the spell that says that
yeah.
it lasts the entire time. Yeah.
there are spells that, or
Yeah, it's part of the frightened
They've
condition.
done
It
things
says
that say that
at
you
the end
can't
of each of
reduce
your
it.
turns, the value decreases by 1. Is part
Yeah,
of it.
similarly, I think he's not stunned for 2 rounds, right? He was just stunned for the one
Right,
round,
he's
then
just
his stun goes
Right.
away.
One at the start of his turn after he
And
loses
then-
an action.
is he? Okay, yeah, he's stunned 1, not stunned for 1 round.
Right.
Right.
That'd be really strong.
What a spell!
Is it my turn?
Horatio?
Okay. Hey, asshole. Stride. Is he wearing metal? Are any parts
like,
of his part
the
of his
key
pipes
ring
metal?
is metal.
Hey,
Um,
asshole.
He has a dagger too.
This spell starts with an S. Shocking grasp. Add a 1 to that. 35.
Ooh,
He's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed. Uh-oh. That's versus AC, right?
Yeah, and he's frightened.
So he's
Uh-oh.
minus 3 to his AC right now.
That is just... It's a 35, right?
35.
Yeah, a
I don't normally add
35
attack bonuses.
is just enough for a critical hit with him being flat-footed and frightened 1. Like, the math just works out.
So
With all of that
44.
said.
44
damage,
electricity damage.
44
Red.
electricity damage.
ongoing 1d4.
Yowza! Just kind of lights up, like illuminates the whole entire glen as you just absolutely, wow. Yeah, that's persistent electricity damage too. So he's just been zapped real hard. So that was your
And,
go.
and the cow disappears at the end of my turn.
Okay, cow.
Thank
no
you, Bessie.
more.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so there's a big zap. Suddenly, was having this big, nice, tasty meal. What the fuck? Turns around, just lashing out at the nearest thing it can see. So it will first just launch a spike over at Oarshisk. To start off with, that's a 33 to hit you.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, that's 15 points of piercing damage to you, Oarshisk.
Okay.
Then it will leap over in your direction and go coming down on you with a claw. So second attack, claw. Only an 18 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right, you dodge aside of the claw. As the Gnasher, the Manticore, goes into a frenzy. Your turn to Oarshisk.
Shoot. I don't know what to do here. the cage. How dense are the bars? I guess the dryad can't get out of them.
Yeah. They're probably only about 1 foot square openings.
Okay. Sure, let's 1v1.
1v1 me, bro.
Oh, man. So we're gonna start off with, we're gonna do a trip. Why not?
Okay.
Athletics.
Versus reflex DC.
A
Yeah.
critical trip.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. You see, this creature, for all its ferocity, makes lumbering, slow, easily predictable movements. So you kind of take under one powerful leonine claw and arm and just suplex this manticore down onto the ground, dealing 6 points of damage in the process. And it prone.
I'm gonna... I might have an opportunity attack. I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
Okay.
Throwing around on its back.
And then I'm gonna attack it.
Alright.
That's not gonna make it happy, but... I don't. So this is a second attack.
Mhm.
Nah.
17 will miss. It's thrashing around too much. Nasher thrashes too much.
And I'm gonna raise my shield.
Okay. Alright. So it's just gone to Fabian. You got one. One of the tumblers down. The dryad just kind of like tapping your foot.
Oh my god, I almost wonder if I should just like go over there and just grab the keyring off of this paralyzed, prone, stunned. But my honor is at stake at this point.
Damn it! Why do I have to
No,
be a
you
gentleman?
break your pick.
Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god,
You
that's
have,
it,
You
that's
have a
it.
hero point, don't you? Hero point.
No, I'm gonna frustratedly go over to.
No hero point.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go deal with.
Your picks break, just kind of snap off in there.
Yep.
The dryad's just like.
I've got others on order. I'm just gonna
"Son
go over
las
here.
macheras,
Next turn.
las alenas." You.
Okay, next turn.
Eleonore.
That's my turn.
Baladash
Next turn, I will
Melanore.
shit this boy. Get those keys off of him.
Okay. You just very dejectedly go away with like the broken pick still in the lock. So Adravalo's go. He loses an action from being stunned, but is still flat-footed and frightened one, and got all of you assholes surrounding him.
And wait, was he prone?
No, leech.
Nasher's prone, but Adravalo's not. Well, I guess. Yeah, it's just gonna see you all whip out the pipes and yeah, so whips out the pipes, does a 3-action activity where plays the pipes. As part of that activity, he can stride or step. So, do any of you surrounding Adravalo have reactions
Wait,
to a
he's
step or step?
stunned.
Oh,
he can't do
you
a
can't do a
reaction on
reaction
one.
activity.
Yep.
Good point. Fuck, you can't do that. Damn.
Next turn.
Yeah. Just wait a turn.
Rats.
Get that stunning twist off.
He
Then
thinks about how much pipe playing he would like to
it
do.
would be too much pipe
That's
playing
two
at
actions.
once. Instead, we're gonna do a quick dark dirge on the pipes as a single action. So
A 1/3 3-action thing.
yes. Is this a thing? That just happens, right? I don't know how fucking bards work. I think this just happens. Don't know if you get a save on this or not. Hang on. Bards. How do bard? Okay. So it just happens. Like,
I mean, if everyone's stunned 3, then probably not. But
no, it is. It is part of a composition. So you can only have one active at a time, but just basically this music fills the air and this dirge of doom comes around. So everybody within 30 feet of him becomes frightened 1. That's how I read that. So that's all y'all. Everyone around just kind of like.
Yeah, if it's the dirge of doom,
it's the composition.
yeah, it's an action. It's a cantrip, 1-action cantrip. So
Yep, you're
that's the
frightened.
effect of it.
That's scary music playing through this glen of uncommon wonders. So you are all just frightened 1. So does that? Well, probably
everyone's frightened.
everybody.
I mean, I'm more frightened of the Manicore, but sure, it's the song.
It's the
If you wanna-
song.
If you want to tell yourself.
He thinks it's the song. I don't think I have another one of those. So it's gonna do that. Is going to then use this other action, because he only had 2 this turn, to pull out a dagger and say, "Now, listen here. We don't have to keep doing this. I don't really care all that much. So, just let me go, and maybe Dusklight won't kill you in quite such a brutal manner, just brandishing the dagger at all of you at this point. Faith, on to you.
I don't really believe that he's actually surrendering, so I'm not going to accept his surrender.
Come this far.
I'm
No
just going to
surrender.
punch him.
All right, you punch him.
I got a 24.
Have you
He's
got-
no longer frightened.
He is
It was-
flat.
He's flat-footed
I don't know.
still.
I don't know what he is.
He's still flat-footed, but he's not
frightened because it ends at it reduces by 1, but he takes the 1d4 persistent lightning damage. I'm gonna roll that for me.
Zzzt.
4.
Ooh, 4 whole points of damage. Tries to make a save to overcome that. Does not. Still lightninged. So, Faith, if you got the frightened 1 marked?
Yeah.
Cool. So that 24, even flat-footed, will not hit at this point. So, near miss.
How about a 24? Guess that's probably gonna miss too. I'll give it another try. Maybe I will accept this.
26.
A 26 because he's flat-footed, will hit. So you manage to punch, but then that kick right in the nuts after he tries to give some kind of a threat. You kick out Dervalo, and he's hurt by that.
Third action. Guess I'll just punch
he
again.
He is bloodied too.
Bloody 2.
That last one misses. It's just like, oh, kind of groaning in pain, and kind of uses the dagger to ward you away.
And I'm no longer frightened because the end of my turn.
Yep.
So now he takes
So
the damage.
now, Marion, he's taking that 27 points of mental damage. So
Right.
suddenly there's a glut of pain as he and kind of cleared a little bit, so he's not longer flat-footed. So he's just very hurt at this point, kind of staggering around.
And it might be relevant, but the Shocking Grasp actually should do 1d4 plus 1 persistent shocking damage because he cast it at 2nd level.
I will take off that additional hit point.
It could matter.
An additional hit point. It could
there was
matter.
a-
matter.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a,
So, Marion.
I'm going to stare at the guy, and I'm going to ask him very calmly how it is he's going to die.
Oof. Intimidation 30.
Well, damn.
Pretty sure it's gotta be the Manicore.
Yeah, so that will succeed. He's frightened again. It's a normal failure, so frightened 1, right?
Right.
Alright, yeah, just intimidated by you. So that 27, now because he's frightened 1, a 27. Oh, you're also flanking, so you will deal another 1 point of damage. Just another bonk. Hadravalo is just kind of getting fed up with all this. Horatio.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. Oh, shit.
Yeah, another 8 damage.
Oh! A
What?
second bonk. Because that was the first just 1 action for the
Right,
glare.
right.
And then 2 bonks. Bonk. Bonk! On the second one, you deal 8 points of damage.
I really, really need striking runes on my stuff.
we have two.
We have 2 extra ones.
Right, we just didn't have enough time to put them on.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'm going to
now-
stride here,
Horatio.
and then I will cast Old Zappy Faithful,
Old Zappa Faithful.
which is... I really need to put these in some sort of actual order. Electric Arc.
Okay, he rolled a 29 on his save, so he'll take half damage on that, but more lightning courses over
Oh,
Undervallo.
and the other... it's also against the Manicore.
Okay, let's see. Manticore will make a reflex save. And also succeed. Take 9 points of damage. That was Horatio. Alright, so the horrible, mean, nasty little guy, Nasher, the Manticore, will get up. It's
Yep.
a move action. I'm going to smack him.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, got a input bonuses. Nope. Still miss.
21 will miss. He's no longer prone as he gets up.
Right.
So, just misses as he gets to his feet, and then goes to just eat you. Goes to
Yep.
just devour you whole. Gets a 24 to hit you. You have your shield raised.
Yeah, that is not hit.
Okay, you interpose the shield in the jaws. We'll follow it up with a claw strike.
Glad I raised my shield.
27 on the claw strike.
That will hit.
Alright, that's 20 points of slashing damage as the claw gets back and rakes into your side as the Manticore claw digs into your flesh. Then your turn, Awarshisk.
I guess we're just doing it. I'm gonna.
Fucking fight a Manticore!
We're gonna try just to attack. We're just gonna go for attacks. About a 33.
33 will hit the Manticore. Will critically hit the Manticore.
26 damage.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
That's the position, right? Because you
plus
have
with one more.
Panache. So,
Yeah, sorry. So,
16, 32?
32's damage.
32 points of damage. You just come in, stabbing into the Manticore. With that, the Manticore reels back and is bloodied.
And I'm gonna go again. Nope.
19 will miss. Manticore reels back from your attack.
I don't even have I can't try to intimidate it either because I don't have the feat.
I mean, it's a -4 penalty.
That's true.
You can try.
My intimidation is a surprisingly for how big I am. I'm not very intimidating.
Well, there's the demoralize action.
It's because you talk like salad fingers.
Anyone can demoralize. It's an untrained action.
I'm just saying it would be really
-4 penalty.
It's not going to go well. I already have a -1 to it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go attack again, right?
Raise your shield.
Oh, I have 4. I still that one of those. Actions
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nope.
Not
Raise
that
shield.
one. The last one is not gonna.
I got that first attack off.
No longer frightened one. Fabian.
Staring down this Manticore.
Good. Which I don't have to move because he's frightened. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna start wailing on him, but non-lethally.
Sure. 19 will not quite do it.
Very
unfortunately.
non-lethally. So non-lethally, you don't
Very
even hit.
non-lethally. I don't need to take this from you, Mr. Fighting Manticore on his own. Hero. Okay.
You're the hero of the day.
Having
not
that
me.
rough day. Oh my god. And okay.
Oh, no.
Oh my god. I'm just here.
What did you do to roll 20, Gary?
I haven't rolled above a 5 except
Well, you
one
rolled a
time
13 on
this
that
night.
last one.
Oh, 13 is okay. Ish.
Okay.
Okay, so
One above
twice
average roll out of 10, 15.
Well,
Adravalo is going to go and take his dagger and go to stab Faith, kind of saying,
Rude.
I don't know you, so maybe I'll show you this is, I'm serious, ah! And goes to stab Faith.
Okay.
That is a 40 to hit you.
Wow.
That will be a crit.
All right. The dagger plunges into your side, and you take 24 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Very serious.
He does, in fact, seem serious.
And he says, "See, I told you," and then goes to run away.
You're making me do this to you.
So we'll stride away. So we'll go do that for a stride, and then do that for a stride.
so fast.
Yep. Spry little satyr.
Is he
Going to
heading?
get help?
Yeah.
Didn't he need to draw his dagger?
He had drawn it.
He had
last
it. He
turn.
drew it last turn.
Oh, okay.
Draw, stab.
Shows how much I'm
Run
paying.
on. Still does take that persistent damage. That lightning still lingers.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. 2.
So 3
3.
points of lightning damage, and tries to save from it. Does successfully save.
Ah.
All right, Faith.
Yeah.
Bleeding from the dagger wound.
But
I mean,
bleeding.
Not really. I am bloodied, though.
Yeah, but you're not bleeding.
He's so annoying.
Seems really silly to run over there and just get stabbed to death, but I don't want him to get away. Get directly in front of him.
Whoop.
With my 2 actions. And then I'm going to use my last action to punch him twice.
Ooh, that 36 will hit for 12 points of damage. Ah! And
31.
31 will also hit for 16 points of damage. He's looking rough. Staggering around now, the cloven hooves kind of clopping in the dirt right in the entrance to the Celestial Menagerie. Very hurt. Has to make a save.
Yep.
Fortitude
Yes.
save.
Make a fort save.
Gets a 30.
Yeah, that's gonna save.
Does save. Still conscious, looking around. Marion.
I'm going to drop the hammer and I'm just gonna shoot him.
Gonna drop the hammer on him.
Maybe this chip damage will do it then.
2 points of damage. Kind of staggers a little bit. An arrow kind of in the back of his shoulder. 28 does 2 more points of damage.
Oh, that first one fails.
Oh no.
Ancestral meddling.
Ancestors kind of get around you a little bit and are just not being cooperative in this place.
Like, no, aim to the left. Aim higher.
Yeah, he's kind of... so that's that for Marion. Horatio.
Wait, I can stride.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Marion. Run forward as you have the bow out. Alright, Horatio.
Let's see. So he is 75. Can't get in range of electric arc. Can get in range of daze. Could just magic missile him.
Magic missile.
Yeah, this is what magic missile is for.
Somebody
I'm
running
going
away.
to magic missile him.
I guess there's no non-lethal magic missile.
There is.
I could do a 2-action magic missile and make it non-lethal. I am not going to do that.
Oh,
Because
too
he's
bad.
running away to get help.
It's gonna throw him in one of the
Also,
cage-
fuck that.
cages.
Ignore 4, 5, and 6. This is a first
So
level.
12.
Music stuff.
Missiles fly out from you, Horatio, arcing through the air. Adravallo stops, kind of the arrow flinging out of his shoulder. He goes and turns around to grab it and sees the missiles. His eyes go wide. No! Like 3 bullet shots. Faith, you have to take a step back as Adravallo careens, the panpipes flying out of his hand. They go.
Are they broken?
They stick in the dirt as Adravallo takes a step toward the exit.
What?
Never quite made it. And collapses.
I guess it's too late, but was he going
Dead.
this way or this way?
No sympathy.
After he got struck, in like his final moment, he's looking toward the exit before he collapsed into the dirt.
I'm still like brawling with a manticore.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I like that we're all just like, well, that's taken
Sure.
care of.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, let's go.
this
Thus
Get out of here, love.
it's going to come after you and kill you. So, Jaw. Let's see. Yeah, just gonna eat you. So Jaws. That's 32 to hit you.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, 19 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then Claw. Just... so second claw is a 29 to hit you.
That'll hit.
19 more points of damage.
Okay.
And the third one? 21 to hit you.
That will not hit.
So you all see Adravalo fall and are like, oh wait, shit. Or just onto you.
We're gonna attack back. We're gonna do that.
31 will hit for 11 points, or sorry, 14 points of damage.
And then I guess I'm gonna just try a competent finisher on this one.
A 25 will hit.
So instead of the 3,
15 plus.
an extra 3.
Wow. Roll 20. Hates your guts. The Manticore still takes a hefty chunk of damage, but doesn't quite take him down.
And I'm gonna like. Well, if I get far enough, I'm gonna use that stupid spike thing. Whatever. I'm gonna move around to here and raise my shield.
Alrighty. You raise up the shield. Fabian?
I'll call it to Faith to get those keys for the Dryad, but then I will charge forward.
You give up for a second, and you're like, ah!
I can turns to get there, and then I will attempt to hit something tonight. That would accomplish anything.
Thwap.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
No.
Wow. It's something about being back here. It's something about being back in the Celestial Menagerie that's just all your training, all your combat prowess for all this time just flees from you at the mental anguish, the stress and anxiety of being back here in this accursed place.
You do have an action point.
Hero point.
Hero point, sorry.
You can
Hero
reroll
point.
it. Yeah. Like 4th edition. Where?
I feel. No, I rolled onto it still. At the rate my luck is going, if I re-roll it, I might get another one.
Another one.
I might need that for death. I don't
You
know.
might need that. You need that bonus 1 for your death saving throw.
Yes.
Faith.
Things aren't going too hot.
I'm gonna grab the keys. That's an action, right?
Yep, you pick up the key ring.
I don't know, maybe the Dryad can, like, pacify the Manticore. That was my whole thinking, but I don't know.
I'm gonna move to there. Keys in hand, out of actions.
The Dryad is like, thank you. But in Sylvan. Marion?
Sorry, I don't speak your moon language!
She points at the lock.
I'm going to move to here. I'm going to cast Daze on the Manticore.
Okay.
Let's see. 9 sonic damage. That's not right.
Well, the damage amount is fine. It's just mental damage. And does fail their save, so we'll take that 9 points of damage. The Manticore is barely hanging on with that. It kind of see its head rattled from the daze, but still. Ratio? Make it 2 for 2. You're muted.
You described manticores as, like, cruel, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, from your knowledge, they are pretty bad. They're mean.
Okay.
They're evil creatures.
But they're intelligent, right?
Electric Arc it is.
Yeah. All right, makes its reflex save and does indeed critically fail.
Critically fail. I thought you were going to say critically succeed.
Nope. 2 for 2, the mighty spellcaster, the wizard, magic missile, electric arc, energy casting forth from your hands. This one electrifying the Manticore. Tries to make one more pulse of energy, trying to snap out at Fabian, but can't quite make it. collapses into the dirt, expired.
What does the
dust
alicorn have to
settles.
say about this?
The Pegasus over here kind of looks over. Holy shit! Oh my god, you just killed them!
Yeah, well,
Oh,
flavors deserve it.
oh gods! Well,
You're free to go.
you
I'll
unlock the cages.
I'll upload the cages, the Dryad and the Alicorn.
All right, so you unlock the Dryad. The Dryad kind of goes and picks up the sapling in the potted plant, kind of staggers out to it, sets it down for a moment, just enough to give a deep bow to you, Faith, and then picks it up and goes kind of like trotting out just away. And you see kind of as soon as the Dryad gets to the woods, it's like in a flash of leaves, she's gone. Just kind of vaporizes. When you unlock the Pegasus, he kind of like slowly takes a few trots out, a little unsure, but when he's able to get out into the middle of the clearing in the opening, you see the wings unfurl. And he goes, "Oh, yes. Ah. Oh, that feels so much better. Wow. I'm willing to overlook the murder you just did because this feels great. Excellent. Well, thank you, my saviors. My name is Miss Dancer, and I'm very grateful that you've released me from this cruel captivity."
For a second, I thought he was going to say his name was Buzz Lightyear or something.
So do you have healing powers, or is that just unicorns?
Is that right?
Well, let me think for a second.
Is that rude to I mean, I can't say this out loud. But
It's fine. I get this question all the time. No, unfortunately, I do not possess any of the healing arts, unfortunately. However, I am quite the flyer, and now that I've been entrapped in the circus for a while, I've picked up a few tricks of the trade along the way.
Would you join our circus?
Yeah, in a circus that will, let you do whatever you want. Free food, no cages.
No cages? Well, count me in! And as Miss Dancer takes to the sky, you do unlock a new circus trick, the majestic Miss Dancer. As Miss Dancer goes flying off back to the Circus of Wayward Wonders, back to the free tent.
We didn't tell you where we were.
He really just has to look for the other
it's
big
the only circus in town. As Miss Dancer flies off into the sunset, and as the dust settles,
It turns out there's a
everything
third
calms down
circus. They
for
still
a
are
moment.
unicorn.
The Glen returns to silence, but more horrors, even worse, lurk with Mistress Dustlight's encampment. We'll find out what those are next time on Really Playing Games, the Extinction Guard.